Hello, hello. Let's put you on a split screen so they can see you wave. Shall we do that?
Well, there we go. There I am.
Hi, Liz. Hi, Anne. Say hello to Violet
Hold on. We had an echo that I needed to take care of. There we go. Let's see who's here. Liz and
and us.
I
So it's
and
a
us.
private special party. That's what it is. That's what we're doing right now. We're having a private party.
Sure, sure.
Okay, I'm gonna go solo here.
I'm gonna go put it over in Makers, the
Is
reminder.
everybody having a good week? Hey, Evie, how you doing? Oh, I had a I had a relaxing Saturday. I, I'm writing some degree of order to the art studio. Oh my goodness, I still haven't been upstairs because it's hot up there, and Bill brought me home that thing, and I'm gonna have to rearrange the whole room. That's just all there is to it. And I don't know how. Hi, Lexi, how you doing? Violet's doing something right now, so she'll be right with us. She's
I
just
am
not
I'm here. Hi Lexi. Hi Evie. Yes, I'm here. I was doing posting reminders out into social media for everyone. Doing my job.
super mod. She's
Sup-
so wonderful.
Da,
I'm
da,
gonna
da,
write. I'm gonna write
da.
you a song. That's what I'm gonna do.
Hi Lexi. Okay, you write me a song. I tell
I'm
you what
totally gonna
though,
write you a
there
mod
are
song.
there are so many songs out there that are already written for me because I've told you before, my family nickname for me since almost day one that I was born is Babe.
I had an aunt, babe.
Yeah, that's what everyone calls me. My nieces and nephews, most of them didn't even know what my real name was until I came on Facebook. I
Really?
kid you not. Oh yeah, no, they
Yeah,
didn't. I'm
okay.
Aunt Babe. Everybody knows me as Aunt Babe.
Yeah, I
Um,
had an aunt, babe.
so
I'm.
imagine how many songs there are starting with Sonny and Cher.
Yeah. Yep. I was named after Cher. So there we go.
There we go.
So there we go. That's right. Oh, they're cleaning their studios. I
The
can't even
gel
make it a
plate
picture
on the
right now.
floor.
Yeah.
And oh my God, and oh Janet, hi Janet. I have
Hey,
to switch
Janet.
to top chat or to live chat. I'm behind here. I'm so
I'm
bad.
so glad you're here, Janet. Glad to have you. So we're going to be doing today. We're going to try to recreate this many multi layers, and I'm going to share with you my fig stencils, my failures, my we'll try some new ones that might be successes. I don't know, and show you why I did this. So first of all, we have a fig tree, and it is overflowing this year. And I have lots of little greenies like this that are probably not going to get ripe before it's. I mean, we've never had so many figs, and I there's just so many. Um, so I pulled some of the little greenies off, and I decided that I wanted to make these ones I just cut to show you. Decided I wanted to make some stencils um, with them or print with them because everybody was saying, "Oh, use them on your gel plate," but they're very sticky. So what I decided to do was take layers of gel medium. I cut some in half. Now these were wet and they're starting to dry out. I did it a couple days ago, but I took gel medium and I covered them once, let it dry, and then covered them again. I wanted to show you what it looked like with the gel medium not used. These are the ones I stamped with because I used them inside the stencils I ended up cutting. Figs are very sticky and they make me itch. I don't know if anybody's been around a fig tree.
Hmm.
Have you haven't been around a fig tree, have you, Violet?
No, I'm in the Midwest. The
Yeah.
the figs the one time I had fresh figs, my cousin of mine lived in LA, out in LA, and she brought some to Wisconsin for her mom, and it was a box full. And
Wow.
yeah,
They
I
don't
got
hold very well. They don't keep well at
yeah.
all.
It she drove, and so
Yeah.
that it was like eat them right then and there. Shipping
I
them was
need
out
to
of the
dry
question.
them. That's what I should do. See, these ones won't. They'll just taste weird. Figs don't really have a flavor. They just taste sweet. So when they're not sweet, you're very aware of that weird texture and that sticky texture. And those seeds will get all over my plate and stick to it.
Yeah.
That's why I decided to go about this a different way because I couldn't really preserve them or I couldn't really use them straight on the plate. I also
Well,
have the
now that makes me think why somebody came up with the fig Newton cookie. The cookie part is just so you can hold the fig while you eat
right
it because it's
like
sticky.
well and so they can dry it like they're like what do we do with all these figs so they dried them and made like a fruit leather or a fruit preserve with them.
Yeah, exactly. Look at those.
And then I just pulled these off the tree. And because I'm allergic, I gave them a rinse, but they still have that fuzzy texture. It's the sap I'm allergic to. Even just picking them, I break out. But I'm a redhead, so you
Yeah,
know.
I
Okay,
know. I'm a redhead. Hi, Mariah.
hey Mariah. So I'm going to put these to the side, and we will be using these with the other things that I made. But I wanted to share that the reason why we're not using fresh figs is because they're sticky. So these have the gel medium on them. So we'll leave those out. Put these away because we won't be using those ones. All right, I'm gonna, in case you missed what I did with them, and I only did these prints when I played with these, and it was only to try it out, to see if it was gonna, the seeds were gonna stick after I used the gel medium, and to see if my stencils looked okay. So that was why I had that playtime.
Okay, Anne
Mariah,
says,
Patricia
I
with
have
you?
always. What? Go ahead. You go.
Oh, I wondered if Patricia was with her as well.
Uh, she's not on here, so she might be just watching. Anne says, I have always wondered if food on a gel plate might cause an issue. I would say enter at your own risk.
Yeah, I would say, be careful what it is that you use. Maybe it should be something that's dried or and not stabby that'll dent your plate or not sharp. So these are the ones I used the other day, and after I had paint on them, of course they curled, of course. And then I had a book on them trying to get them to uncurl, and it was the paint I used. And then
Hmm.
I also had a problem with them sticking, and I think it was the paint I used. So I tore one of my favorite ones. Um, so the figs make kind of a heart shape when you cut them
Hi,
in.
Felicia.
Hi, Felicia.
P is upstairs and Mariah's down in the office.
This shape right here was something I really wanted to use here. And then these ones, when you cut them the other way, often you get when you cut them this way, you get like a heart shape. There it shows that heart
Hmm.
shape.
I saw it.
And then there's that sort of club shape, and sometimes it's more of a club like you find on a card. So I was just using the shapes to make sort of an abstract version of these. And then I decided, since these are curling and they're not going to last very long, and that was a lot of work, I don't know why I didn't go to the stencil film in the first place. I decided to do all of these. So I have lots to choose from, and I just did the plastic ones today. I don't have any Yupo. I know it would have cut easier, but it was really difficult to cut these because the
That's a good
stencil film is
idea, Anne.
thick.
Anne says, I could see cabbage working as it is so dry. Cabbage, I just went to a farmer's market this morning and got a big head of broccoli, a big head of cauliflower, and a big head of cabbage. And now I want to go downstairs and grab the leaves. Ha, ha, ha.
That's fun. That would
Yeah,
be fun.
got me thinking
Um,
there.
and it might because they want to stay in a shape. To loosen that up, you might just put them in a little hot water in your sink.
Oh, okay.
Um, so I have all. I want to be able to move them when I don't want them to stick to the plate yet. So I have all these shapes here, and I just went out with a marker, and I was watching the hop while I was cutting these out, and I only got through half of them with everything I have going on today, but I have all these weird sort of abstract every angle shapes. There's some whole ones that haven't been opened yet because they kind of have a ridge. There's a ridge down each one. They could look like garlic or onions too,
Oh,
or,
absolutely.
or squash, but not these other. I mean, I really went abstract with them. But then I also decided why couldn't I make a stencil? So I'm probably going to have some marker transfer from those also. So I made stencils with paper. This was the first day. And then I decided where all of my little break lines were going to be and put a line there, the little B. So I knew where to stop. And let's flip that over. And I sprayed it with a sealer.
Did you hand cut these?
I did.
Yeah, I thought so. That's a lot of work.
It was. It was. I did end up going up and getting a blade. I was trying to do it with my little scissors, but it wasn't working, and that was so messy right there. There was a couple spots where it tore, but
See,
da,
I
da,
have to get on you because I know you have a Cricut and you said you don't have the patience to remember how to learn use it, but you
da.
have the
Yeah.
patience to sit there and hand cut all of those?
I watched the hop while I did this today. I mean, you know. So we're going to talk about not really making stencils. I just wanted to share this. But talk about what happened here with all this crazing and all of these lines and cracks. And I did this with like layers and layers of paint. So I'm going to try to recreate that today. Yeah, the Cricut is funny because it's like technology and like my brain freezes up. I don't know what that is.
Well,
I got it to make stencils 2 years ago.
that Mariah
And
is the expert on Cricut.
yeah,
I could learn some of it, but I have a silhouette like Fran, so it's
I mean, I know how to use it, but I don't know. I only know how to use their canned images. I
oh,
don't know how to import an image. I just haven't done the research to do it. And I know I could do it. It's just I don't want to take the time to do it. I'm using my time in other areas, you know. So that's hard.
if you go on a Cricut and you know where the canned images are, you hit file, you hit open, you go to it and you click on it. It's the same with your own images. You hit file,
Yeah.
open, and you click on it.
Oh, thank you, everyone. Everybody's being so nice.
Hi
Um,
Debbie. Hi Nisi.
Hi, Debbie and Nisi. How are you? Thank you, Mariah. Thank you. Um, so let's get to it. I'm going to be using paint today. I've got my brayer that is a rubber block, sanding block, and it's an antique. And it's got these nails in here because you would put your sandpaper in there.
Yep.
But I have a felt pad on it. So, and it fits so nice in my hand. It's got these little grooves for my fingers, and I
My
just
dad
love
had one
the
like
way this
that.
feels. I've got four of them. I actually ordered two online, and he sent me four.
Cool.
And I chose this one because it has all the little cracks. See that? It's just
Mhm.
inspiring on my desk. So I'm downstairs. I'm sorry about the light. I did try to move away from the
Yep.
glare. Should we get started? What do you think?
No,
Um,
let's just sit here and visit.
Nisi's doing good. Let's see. I'm glad you're everybody's here with us in our
Yep.
private little party. Did
Yep.
everybody watch the hop yet?
I haven't had a chance today.
I got about halfway through. I'm fuzzy.
I'm thinking, yeah, you went, I don't know why, you had the sander in front of us and then put your hand up there and see if it'll find you and then pull it down.
There we go.
Um,
I'll stop moving so fast too. I'm like a light show.
yes, thumbsies, upsies. Thank you, Mariah.
Thank you. So I brought down some stuff today. I am downstairs. You guys know because it's summer and it's hot, and my knee is swollen. I have water on my knee from that last trip, from all that walking around and under bridges and stuff. So it's really hard to climb the stairs. I'm glad I had this stuff down here for the heat. So I'm going to be using some things that I know will craze on the plate for the inside because I want to get different textures on my print. And the other thing I'm going to use is some of the paints that I mixed. And that was what I had. Here comes the cat that crazed before. And I have a few of those colors down here.
Those are
And
handmade or homemade or
these
whatever.
are the ones that inspired by Patricia's recipes.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't have, sorry about the cat, gel medium or impasto. I had gel medium to use up, and I had a lot of it. So I decided to make it with gel medium. So that means that it's crazing on my plate, which is kind of cool. Um, so I've got those, and then I also have a bit of sparkle. These are the dragonfly type color shifty paints that I made with
Mm-hmm.
the powders. And I also have, let's see, I have some of these as well, like some tubes and some bottles, but not very many colors. I'm limiting myself here. So I'm thinking we could probably do some green figs and some purple figs because that, I mean, I don't have purple figs. Those are turkey figs. They're usually brown or purple. But I could. This is abstract, so I'd really love to see what I can do with it.
Hi,
Pop
Penny.
party.
Well, I have no clue what figs are supposed to look like other than what you tell me. So if you paint a purple fig and a green fig and an orange fig and whatever color you want, I'm going to say looks good to me.
So, because I have all these different stencils, like the purple and the, we'll do a few prints. Oh, I brought down music paper for a final pull, some big music paper because I thought it would be a cool background if any of it shows through. And then I also have, where'd it go? Where's my tissue? I brought down a bunch. Oh, it's right here. I have some coffee dyed paper, and then I have these concordance of the Bible. It's called the Long Exhaustive Concordance of the Bible, and it is not a Bible. It is a something that compares all the, you know, and it's like this thick, and it's got a really cool leather cover. It's old. Oh my gosh, the cat's eating the fig leaves. Don't do that. What are you doing? Why? Here, you take this one. Hold on. You take that one. You leave mine alone. You get out of mine. No, what are you doing? She doesn't get to go outside. So, guess I wouldn't have known that. Sorry.
Hi, Margalo.
Hey, Margalo. Good to see ya. Hey, Penny.
Oh, she's watched every one of the hop already today.
Oh,
Oh, Lord.
that's awesome.
I'm going to be on with I'll be watching PM Artist Studio tomorrow morning, and then I'm going to delve right into the hop.
She really is eating my leaves over here. I have to move it. Here, you take the big one. You take this one. There. Okay. She was going after another one. And I thought I covered them. Have you ever seen such a thing?
Nope. Another reason I won't have a cat.
Oh, Nisi used 5 coupons at Joann's and got alcohol inks. Oh, yes. I can't wait to see what you do with them. Okay, so I want to get started. Let's see. I'm going to use the darkest, well, I want to use a crazing paint first, and I haven't used these stencils yet. I might get a little of that black transfer. That's okay. I don't mind. Um, I'm going to go crazy and use a paintbrush first because that's how I did the other one. I'm going to use a stencil brush right here or something softer.
Like a pouncy pouncy.
I want something softer than that. This one's nice and soft. I hate this brush. It's too loosey-goosey, but it's perfect for this. So I am going to get my lines down here first, and this paint's going to craze. So whatever happens over the top of it should show through and look like cracks.
Hopefully.
That's how that other one did that.
Well, I think we found that adding water, putting water in there, helped to move it a bit.
Yeah,
If it's
yeah.
not, well, if it's thick,
Well, it
I
loosens
mean,
it up.
yes, absolutely. So if it's a thick paint, a drop of water in whatever, not in the whole jar, but whatever little bit you're using sometimes helps.
So I know it looks like I'm making a mess, but because these are stencils uh, instead of masks, it I need to have enough paint in the little holes.
Yeah.
I hate how much paint this brush wastes too. I mean, I shouldn't worry about it, but I have to put it right in water. Okay, so now I want red
I already see the fig at the top, the very top of the top fig looks
starting
like
to
it's,
craze.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. Right
selling
here.
or whatever you call it, crazy. Well, yeah, up
Yeah.
at the top, yeah.
You
It's
guys, my
moving.
camera is almost touching my lips today because I was moving away from the glare. So I hope I don't get too loud. Okay, now I'm going to use, I think, the burnt sienna, and I'm just going to dip a brush right into the bottle. And it is the golden high flow, and it will craze because it's liquid. I should shake it first.
Mm-hmm. Yep, a little mix in there.
And then I don't want it to go under the stencil, so I can't go overboard here because it's so liquidy. It might.
It is, yes.
So I'm just going
So
to
just drip, drop.
just get a little bit on there. I might go back in and stamp with the fig, um, on with a darker, more opaque color after, before we pull.
Why are we hearing a beep?
Uh, what you're hearing is Bill. He's at the computer downstairs,
Oh,
programming a
okay.
drone.
Okay.
He's so smart. My husband's so smart.
He's so
He's
smart.
building plane parts on the 3D printer today. I hope
Plain
those
part.
are good.
Not
Yeah.
not one I'm gonna fly in, that's for sure.
He could. I mean, if he gets a
Yeah.
bigger printer.
Oh, I love Groot. I just fell in love with,
Isn't he so cute?
oh, I am Groot.
Oh, and I'm making Groot nurseries. I'm doing a bazaar with mom, and um, can't even see those. I'm gonna have to stamp after. It
Where did
might
it
really show up
go?
afterwards, though. Um, I'm making you know what? I'm gonna let that dry, pull out the other plate, and then roll a color over this so I can get an additional layer on here as well. That would be cool. So it'll show through all those little cracks. Let's get the other plate out.
So
Uh,
what is this material that the stencil is made out of?
it's stencil mylar or whatever it's called.
Okay.
It's it's from Amazon. I bought that when I got the Cricut a few years ago, thinking I was going to design stencils for myself. Um, and I just never figured out how to use the program other than to use their canned stuff. I mean, I'm sure I could do it. It's just a matter of time. Look at what I have on here. A butterfly. It's from my project. It's from what I stamped on my girl.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep. Better get a piece of paper under that. So I have to either pull that or clean it because I don't want to get confused by this image on here. Oh, goodness. So my other plate had a bath. Did you see how clean it was? Let me see if I've got a baby wipe. Let's see what's going on the in chat.
Oh, Penny is having a major heart scan on Monday, and
Oh
she's
my
she's
goodness.
a little bit worried about it. So I hope she'll. Yes, we're sending positive energy her way, and we hope it goes well.
Yes.
And try not to worry. Easier said than done. Um, I have heart disease runs in hardening of the arteries. Arteriosclerosis runs in my family. My brother is having um, major issues with it right now. Concerned he might lose both his legs. Um,
Oh my goodness.
yeah, because they can't find any veins to. He's got clogging of his arteries in his legs, and they can't find any veins to do bypass. He's got nothing left that's
I'm
usable.
getting the tape. I'm trying not to bounce all over the place here.
So I know what echocardiograms and all of that is
My
about.
mom's having one of those this week too.
Yeah.
Her ankles have been swelling, and they said it was a heart thing probably. But the first test they did didn't show anything. So,
Edema. Yeah.
ugh, I hate wasting good paint. I hate wasting good grunge. That's what it is. And I don't need it to be perfectly clean. I just don't want chunks, that
Yeah.
won't come off. There we go.
Hi, Gail.
More. Hey, Gail.
Hi, Maxine.
Hey, Maxine.
Snuck in there. I didn't see her.
Uh oh. Well, we're glad to have you here.
Yes.
We really are. Okay, that's good enough.
Yep,
Grungy is
that's
what
me,
we're after.
Gail. My brother's fine. It's his life. You know, about 18 years ago, well, almost 18, 17 years ago, I was the only one with him when he came out of quadruple bypass. Um, well, he went in for a second quadruple bypass, and they did, what is that, where they run the, oh, I can't think of what it's called. Duh. My brain
The
has been
a stint.
No, they looked through his they took a scope and looked through his veins and all of that.
Oh,
It's not an echocardiogram. I can't think of what it is. But anyway, the doctor he
so I'm gonna.
came out and they said there's nothing to work with. They gave him 6 months, if that, and a arteriogram. And I was the only one in the room. I was the only one there with him in my family. And the doctor told me, angiogram. Thank you, Gail. Um, and they said, oh, the doctor was just like so concerned because he said, there's nothing there. There's nothing to work with. There's no good veins that we can do bypass because he'd already had a quadruple bypass.
Wow.
So this was 4 years later and he was having extreme problems. And they said, oh, we give him 6 months. And they put a pacemaker in and they gave him a diet and gave him a bunch of statins and all of that. And
So scary.
it's been 17 years.
Oh
So,
wow.
he doesn't like people telling him what to do.
Yeah.
So I guess he decided, and he kept telling me, no, they didn't say that. They didn't say that. Well, what he doesn't realize is that when you have an angiogram and things like that, the drug they give you causes short-term memory loss. So,
Really.
oh, absolutely. It's a short-term amnesia. So, like the next day after the doctor told him that, he would have forgotten it. And I'm like, no, I was there, but I decided to keep my mouth shut because if he thought he was going to be fine, he was. It's been 17 years.
Wow.
But now now they're looking at his legs and his legs are sticks. There's nothing there because he has very little blood flow.
Oh. Oh, that's so
And,
sad.
but you don't know my
How old
brother.
is your brother?
He's 68. He'll be 68 in November. So he was quite young. He is quite young for his first bypass. And so is my mom. My mom passed away on the operating table after her second quadruple bypass. She didn't recover from it. She didn't,
Wow.
and she was 64. So it's arteriosclerosis. It's hardening of the arteries, runs in my family, and there's no cure. There's no fix for it other than bypasses.
But your heart's okay, right?
Um, so far, yeah. I did the last time I checked many years ago, I had high cholesterol and it was 349.
Wow.
I do,
I
Gail.
don't know what it's supposed to be, so they told me mine was getting higher, and
Yeah.
I
Um,
started taking supplements.
I quit smoking 22 years ago, over 22 years ago, and I became a vegetarian in 1989, I think it was.
We're eating less meat.
Now,
We are. I'm implementing less meat in our household currently. Bill is not
I
happy,
don't
but he likes to
advise
eat the
it.
burger.
I don't advise it. I did go vegetarian, but I did not supplement proteins. I did not do a correct diet.
We are doing that. We are I'm been adding Boca burgers to the grocery cart uh, for the pickup, and I want to do a metallic so it shows through all my crazing here because that's what made this happen right here.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is. So that's what my plan is here. I think I used this one actually. Um, so I got the chicken. The I don't know. There's all kinds of new companies that are doing that now. This is dry, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that paint dries pretty fast.
Pull it down and to the right because we're in that
Getting the
where that
glare.
light is again.
Mhm.
Yeah, you went over there.
Sorry about that, guys.
Now you've got it, and it went fuzzy again.
Yeah, I
Darn
saw that.
camera. There you go. It wants to fix itself. Um,
But they have all kinds of companies doing meatless options now, and the meat is more about I love animals and I think it's grotesque that we eat them. Um, I wanted to do it a lot sooner, and I'm eating a lot less meat. I need to eat healthier anyway, so we at least have meatless Monday, and then like I made some Greek cabbage rolls uh, with Boca burgers, and they make the meat crumbles too that you can
yeah,
get that do that. So
I've made. Well, I went strictly no meat whatsoever. In fact, to the point that I convinced myself that, especially beef, I loved a good steak, a medium rare steak, and so I had to practically self-hypnotize myself that beef was no good for me. So
well,
now I've
seeing
begun to
cattle
eat
lined up
meat.
in the yard. I mean, they squish it in like that's what makes me not eat beef right there.
Yeah.
Seeing them lined up in a field in a dirt field, and it's they have no life. They're just if that was humans, I mean, it's just sad. So I mean, I like beef, but I feel sad about it. You know.
Well, I've been able to eat chicken and pork again, but for some reason, my stomach refuses to tolerate beef. And Russ says it's in my head because I
You think
convinced
so?
myself. I, I don't care if, sure, maybe, probably, because that's how I got
Yeah.
myself to stop. Same as to quit smoking. I just said, how do I get myself to quit smoking? I think of a dirty car ashtray, and immediately it's like, well, I don't want that in my mouth.
So I'm using this as a stamp again.
Right, Gail. It's
I we do. I love fish, and I will continue to eat
me too.
seafood or chicken, but not as much chicken. Fish, I don't feel guilty about for some reason. Shrimp, any kind of water creature, I don't feel guilty about. The others, I feel guilty. So this fig is intended to be uncut. These figs are intended to be cut. So that's why you're seeing the inside
The
possibly
insides,
here.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Um,
So let's get a fig leaf.
Getting pregnant is good motivation to quit smoking, Mariah. I quit smoking with both my boys, but the thing is right afterwards I was back to smoking again. I was part of a family. Everyone I knew smoked, so even if I wasn't smoking, I was around it. And secondhand smoke is horrid. It's worse now that I'm not smoking and I smell it. It's like disgusting.
Violet, that is so weird because I quit when I was pregnant with both my kids. And
Yeah,
then I started smoking again
started
after.
smoking again.
I couldn't wait to stop nursing them to do that. You
Hmm.
know, like they had 6 months. That's what they got.
I literally saw my dad smoke over a carton of cigarettes in one day.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Yes, he did die from small cell lung cancer. And my sister was very much the same, a very heavy smoker, and she passed away in May from small cell lung cancer.
Wow.
Um,
Now
it's
you're making me feel scared. Well, but all my family, they were all smokers. They died on both sides. We had deaths from smoking, and
mhm.
I smoke. So, yep. That's right.
Maxine says she smoked for 55 years and then she quit 7 years ago. And for you, woman, I stand up and cheer for you. That
Yes,
is
that is amazing.
wonderful.
Okay. I only tore this leaf up to do that because I don't want to have one, two, three, four, just four. I needed to have um, five. It's
Odd
just the
number.
same with me. Um, and actually,
And I know you have smaller ones.
I do. They're all on the plate here, and the cat ate the others.
Yeah.
No, wait, I have one more. He's tiny. He's cute.
But then you're going to have six.
Yeah. Oh, I can't do that.
No, you can't
Ah,
do. You'll drive yourself nuts.
I will.
Tear, if you don't mind tearing, then tear off the end of that one piece.
Oh, I
And you're
can't.
not okay.
I
Then just
can't.
then
He's
leave it
so
like that.
cute. They're starting to wilt already. They don't last long. I should have the stem pointing away here and make it. There we go. Because all
Freeze.
the others have stems off. Okay, so we're going to try that. I don't know if I can do that with. Might have to do that in two poles. Hold on, let me think about this for a second because I'm trying to go one pole here. So we got our centers down first, and our that's all the things we want to show. And I don't want to pick those up when I put tissue if I put tissue paper on it to pull those. So I'm gonna after all of that, I'm gonna roll this out the way we saw Patricia doing it with the dot here and here. To That's how I achieved this look. Um, but I got really grungy and PC and sort of messy with it. And I love the way it came out. So I'm gonna do that again. Um, and I used my favorite little navy here.
Oh, Judy's here. Hi, Judy.
Hey, Judy. Oh, you quit smoking when you were 35, 70 now, so happy and free. Yeah, maybe
Yay.
me too. Yeah, yeah. Mariah saying threes, threes, threes. Were you talking about the leaves?
Yes, I think so. I think she was.
Well, I'm not doing it now anyway, so it worked out. Um, I might be able to just leave one of the little wilted ones on there, um, and just pretend like because I normally I would want to push tissue around something like this and to get that up, but I can't because I don't want to lose my images here, and I don't even know how these are going to turn out. I haven't used them yet, but they're definitely abstract. So we're just going to do that. Okay, so I used, let's see, what
I
color?
knew what you meant, Mariah. Gail says she never smoked. My issue is being addicted to chocolate. I don't think
I have a
chocolate.
chocolate problem.
Yeah, I don't think being addicted to chocolate is an issue unless somebody calls you out on it. And I'm not going to call you out on it.
No. So it needs to be a very
I'm
good
a chocoholic.
color. I'm trying to remember what I used. Oh, I did use a light blue. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, my addiction is carbs, breads, and I could sit and eat buttered bread and potatoes. Oh my gosh.
So I'm going to put this one directly, make sure it's dry, directly on the plate.
Well, you called yourself out on it then.
What's that?
She said, yes, it is an issue. I gained way too much weight, but I lost
Oh,
70 pounds this past year. I don't know
oh
how you
my
lost weight, but you need to share it with us.
yeah, you do. Share it with the group,
Um,
please.
I'm losing weight, but the only way I'm doing it is to cut back on carbs, and I've been dancing around the house more and doing
Dancing with my dog.
yeah, and well, there's a thing on that advertises on Facebook, and I've caught it on YouTube. It's called Body Groove, and they just
Oh, I
free
saw it.
yeah, freeform dance, and I love to put that on and do freeform dance, and then COVID lockdown weight. Then I have VR, so I get on the VR and I do boxing for upper body movement. And then I was telling you I use the rubber bands, the big heavy spandex bands to do leg exercises. I have to move. I can't just diet. I'm one of those people I can't just diet. I literally have to get up and move. Wow.
So I'm grunging this up. I've got
Yes,
my
you
lighter
are.
color on the other side over here. I'm trying not to pick up any of my paint. All right. Because I'm trying a one pull here, you know.
Yep.
And then if I need to add something to it afterwards, I can. But because I haven't tried these stencils and I don't know if I have enough of the green or whatever, and I don't have a glass plate down here. So we're just guessing. How's that?
Hey, it all works out.
Do what we can, you
You
know?
always make beautiful.
Oh, um, we have to make some not beautiful to learn to make some beautiful. So that's just how it goes.
Well,
I
and
mean,
this is what I keep telling everyone, what I learned from P, that if you don't, or even Carrie mentioned it, if you don't like the way it looks when you first pull it,
paint
put it
over
yeah,
it.
put it aside and revisit it later and paint over it, add
Yeah.
to it, stencil, Prismacolors or Derwents, whatever. It just needs something more. It's
Okay, I'm gonna
not,
put this aside.
if you don't like it yet, it just means it's not done yet.
And we're going to see what else we're doing to this guy. And I think this one I'm going to do a copper strip and then I'll do a color on the top and bottom. So, because then the copper will show through that crazing that's
Mm-hmm.
happened there. And I hope there's enough of it. Um, the other thing I did with the first pull or on one of them was to take the paintbrush after I pulled the stencils off and paint um, the shapes, because when you
Oh,
pull it from the bottom, you know, those other lines are going to show up. It's like coloring backwards.
okay. All right. Not
Yeah.
sure I know what you mean, but okay. I'm game. Show us.
Okay. So now I want to do the same copper here and put it over here. I've got a little palette, a little plastic sheet over here. So I'm going to roll that over. I don't think I got enough paint.
This is what I do, Gail. I don't use an app to track calories or exercise or my weight. I haven't been on a scale in so long, it's pitiful. What I go by is when I'm at home, I wear like yoga pants
Pajamas.
or, well, no, not pajamas.
I
They're a
do.
step up. They're like, um,
Yeah. I have daytime pajamas and nighttime pajamas. Come on. They're
okay.
they're
Um,
yoga pants, yeah.
but they're not leggings, but they move. They're more
Yeah,
knit and they move. And
yeah.
they don't,
Palazzo pants.
it's very much like that. And they're
Yeah.
pull on. So they have an elastic waist. And in my case,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I've opened up the waistband and put a string in there,
Put
like
the
a long shoestring, and I have to tie it. And depending on how big of a bow tie I can make tells me if I've lost weight or gained weight.
That's a great scale, I think. That is
I
a
mean, I,
terrific.
I I don't carry my phone around, so everybody says get the app. It's like, well, to get the app, I have to use the app, and I don't pay attention to my phone most of the time. Um,
I'm gonna do
so
something crazy.
it's drying, so whatever you do, you better put it down.
Well, it doesn't matter because I'm what I'm doing is putting more color on the bottom, and this is my graphite. It's picking up my copper, and I don't want that, so it kind of needed to be a little bit more dry. Believe it or not, dry is good. Um,
Well, you are absolutely correct. Everyone has to do what works for them. My husband cannot lose weight just by, I mean, he'll admit it, he doesn't have any willpower. He has no, and he's on the road. He stops and gets gas, he gets a snack, whatever. He eats wrong if he's on the road. He can't,
but that's his job, huh?
yeah. He was just out of state. He was in he went up to Lake Superior, and then he was gone overnight. He was in Minneapolis and the Twin Cities overnight. So he's eating on the go. He had fried chicken or something from a gas station. Who knows what it was?
Touched it.
Yeah. And so he can't exercise or pay attention or track like I do. He just look at that.
Okay, so it's gonna get another. I wish I could show you.
It's
It's gonna get
it's
another color after this. I guess I could take the stencils off, huh? I want to show you though. So,
very cool.
um, so when I put that other color on, it's gonna go down and highlight all those crazing bits because everything on here is crazing so far. And it'll make it look like cracks. How cool. So
Very
this is
cool.
where I'm going to show you that I went through and painted with a paintbrush. That's what I was talking about. So
Okay.
as soon as this is dry, and then it'll be ready to pull, dry and pull. Like the other one gets one more layer of paint, and it'll probably be a metallic, and then we'll pull it. I'm just recreating what I already
Yeah.
have
What?
done. So,
Yeah. Well, I saw those other ones, so I wanted to know how you did them.
so right
Yeah,
here.
Gail, he's not a trucker. He.
Honey, I'm live.
Oh, I see.
It's like coloring backwards, though.
Yeah, I guess it is. Um, See, and I thought you were going to take a fine liner paintbrush and paint over the lines that were already there to bring them out even more. But now this makes more sense.
I don't want to wipe off any of the paint that I have currently, but and this paint will craze as well. So what I have is every layer I've put on so far is a crazing paint minus the copper. So I'll have lots of little cracks.
I'm impressed too, Gail, and I'll tell you why. Because everybody's body is different. What works for me may not work for you, probably wouldn't work for you. But the main thing is, the most important thing is, and I think Sharon and I talked about this, is having the willpower and the stick to itiveness.
Yeah. I'm
And
on the starving diet right now, so it's stick to itness is the key, I think.
mhm,
Willpower.
willpower, exactly. You have to want to.
Yeah.
And there are most days I can just say, okay, I'm good. I'll just go drink a big glass of water and I'll get over my craving for a muffin or um, a piece of bread or anything like that. And that helps. But then there's some days where nothing works and I need to eat something, right? And the other thing is to keep my hands busy. Gail, yep,
Yes. I hear that,
yep.
Gail. I know this doesn't look very spectacular on camera because it's hard to see what's going on here, but it's it's gonna be awesome. I have faith that my crazing is gonna do its job. Ew, I just stuck my hand in copper. Okay, let's get our other one back out. I
So
don't have
yeah,
all my stuff down here, guys. Sorry that I don't have a way to flip it for you
yeah,
or to I can't haul everything downstairs. It's so crowded in my dining room right now.
upside down hot air balloons.
That's what everybody was saying. I guess it could be. I gotta put my phone over here. It's gonna get paint on it. Okay, so then I want to do some single figs, I think, and I brought down that music paper and that tissue paper from the book. So that'll be next. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this and I'm gonna use some cardstock because I am gonna just accept that I'm gonna like it. There's no ghost print with these unless, I mean, because I'm trying to pull it all at once.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's see. This gold. Shake it without shaking the camera.
Usually, here's the thing, Gail.
Shake
Usually,
it.
I watch Sharon, and she just goes at it. She just does intuitively and lets. It's so. I think the word I want is organic. You just put stuff down, ink blots
Aw.
or paint or whatever, and let things go, and you get
I
some.
have a fine outline of a plan, but beyond that, I do not.
Right.
You know.
This is the most I've seen you plan and be
Yeah.
specific and be specific with, you know,
I
how
let
you
the
want
art
to.
speak to me. It's like a it's like what's inside that marble, you know? I that's just how I work best. I mean, I do plan sometimes. I just don't think it's as I don't like it as much if I'm not just going with the flow, you know? I also don't want to rub that off. So,
She said that she meant, is that other one drying now, the one that you just brushed?
not quite yet. Almost. It will be when I'm done here.
So it is over there drying, yes.
Yeah, that paint dries pretty fast. Anything that crazes is going to dry fast, unless you put a lot of retarder in it. I put a couple drops of retarder in these, but not much. I mean, not enough at all. It was my first time using retarder, and I didn't realize until afterwards that I should have added more, but it didn't really matter because I like the way they work. Somehow I got purple paint on my Baron because I set him on my
Oh,
palette over here. It's okay. It's a piece of felt. I can change the felt. It's
well,
an
this is
antique
true.
upholstery felt.
Oh, you're welcome, Gail. I'm happy to be here and help confuse even more.
Was there something I needed to answer there? Or-
I Lexi says, I like the organic approach. Planning makes me too upset when it inevitably goes not according to plan. Well, this is true. But
that is
then
the
you have to change your mind. You can't change the outcome, but you can change your mind and go, oh, well, that's happenstance. There's something there I can do. So
I need to move this stuff over. It's in the way. I need to move my
I
leaves.
always say if you can't change the outcome, then change your mind.
That's yeah, or we can always it's paint and paper. We can always with things like this, it is hard not to get disappointed, but just try again. Practice makes perfect, and I'm never trying to be perfect. I'm just, if I can get it once, I'm usually happy.
Well, I watched Carrie's video the other day, and he took some prints that he had thrown over there. He pulled them all out and went, well, that could use something, and that's fine, and maybe. And so he went through them, and then he went, oh, you lost it right there. And then what he did to embellish them, it was just like, okay, this is fun. That's like, it just didn't want to. You know what? Stop right there. Fran has a tip. She takes gel medium and puts it down.
Oh, I was thinking about spraying it with a little water, but
No,
I'll try the gel
she will
medium.
put some gel medium on there and put it back down and let it set.
I have my glue brush here.
And she usually gets those little bits and pieces up.
I don't think I put enough paint on it for the pull. I was trying to get it all in one, so it only happens the first time or the 10th time.
Sure, sure. So yeah, baron that a bit and let it give it
Try to
time to
move
do
it
its
over
job.
here. Okay.
Let's try that
The
side.
Baron is heavy also, and that is really nice because I can leave it on stuff. I love it. When I'm gluing something,
Hmm.
I just love these.
Right? Different piles of gel prints in case like Gail says, the finished ones, the ones that need a bit more work and the ones that need a lot more work.
Oh, do we
And
all
that's
have those? I think we do.
yeah, we all have that.
Yeah.
I wish you had glass plates like Mariah so we could see the
I
backside of
have
that.
glass. It's upstairs.
Yeah.
I just I it was on the list and didn't make it down. So I'm doing making do with what I have down here, which is a lot right now. But I do miss my room dreadfully.
Hmm.
Okay, so now I'm going to decide. I want some contrast. that black graphite that does all of, here, let me show you, that does all of the separating and all that on the plate. And I've got it at the top and the bottom. And then I
Mm-hmm.
have this crazing happening here with that green that I just put on there, which is dry. I think I'm going to lift it with gold, actually. Mariah, are you happy?
I don't know if she's still here.
I reach for gold a lot, but I want gold with those green um, uh, separations there because it looks like a crackle. So the rest of it is
So,
dry.
Gail, to bring you up to date, this is the one that Sharon hand painted.
Yes.
Hi,
Well, I used the
Marianne.
stencil and then I just kind of painted over. Hi, Marianne. How are you doing? Glad to have you here.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to take too much of that off. Use a piece of cardstock here. I only have 2 plates, guys. So I hope that other one's done here in a minute. Or we're going to have to get a gel print out that I have and work on it. One that's already ready. I do have a bunch of stencils down here. And I brought my wooden stamps. Some of them.
What was I going to ask you about? Oh, I can't remember. See if I don't write it down. It's terrible.
Look, look, look. Oh my goodness. So there's no going outside of the line when you paint it backwards like this. Um, that's one of the good things about it.
What do you mean?
Because I painted it after, like these were on top, these other pieces. Now I lost some of my lighter green, but
Hi,
I really,
Minkas.
really like that. And I would probably go back in with, let's see if I have one here, like a white marker or a green metallic or,
Oh my gosh,
ooh.
you're getting compliments that I'm.
Oh, thank you guys.
Yeah. Wow.
Um, but all of that stuff just crazed. You see, I'm just, you know, doing a bit of this and that to it. Every layer on there was crazing except for that purple. When I before I put that next layer on.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Round of applause.
Oh,
This is
thank you guys.
beautiful. I was
So,
waiting.
do you see the lines, the dendritic sort of things happening there? Whoops, too close. Too close.
Quite streaky.
Yeah, it really is. And that's what I like about it because it looks like cracked paint in person. I'm sad about that guy. I could fix that.
I'm the thing is I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but there's 4 fig
Yep.
prints on there. You usually do odd
Two
numbers.
threes. I did
Exact
4 because this one is different and it has that almost heart shape in the middle.
heart-shaped one in the middle. So there's
And
3.
so it balanced it out.
Yep,
Uh-huh.
there's 3 that look like figs, and then the one in that heart-shaped one. Wow,
It
that
is a
is
sliced
so
it's
nice.
a sliced fig. It's like that. Yeah.
Hmm.
So we've got whole figs and a sliced fig. This one's holding a piece of paper.
That came out really, really nice.
Thank you.
Yep.
Well, let's do another one. I
Okay.
really like it. I like the
So
way the grungy colors came out.
so now y'all have seen what she was shooting for. So let's see if she can do it again. And this time we're going to pay
We'll do it.
attention to everything, right? We're going to write it
Yeah.
all down as she does it, right? Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do it
Sure.
in crazy colors this time. How's that? How about some of those? And let me just get my tape out here. I normally leave the grunge on my plate, but I want, the grunge to all go together for this because I'm hoping to get some frameable poles here.
Well, Mary Ann says, I'm from the South and pretty much lived in our fig tree.
Mine's
So
covered right now, and
it,
I didn't know they grew here. The
If
people
you
that owned this
if
house
you
had a
don't
nursery.
know what to do with all those figs now, Marianne, now you do. Go
Yeah,
back to
yeah.
the beginning where she showed they were cut, and I don't know if it's a particular breed of breed or
Type of fig.
type
It's
of fig.
not a turkey fig. It's can't remember
I don't think it's a mission fig either.
the people that owned, they're green. They're supposed to be green, and the skin gets a little thinner and smoother as they're ripe. So they kind of lose their ridges. They just fill out. They could be hot air balloons though, or garlic, or shallots. Um, but they owned a nursery. The people that lived here. So the fig tree back there is so old. It's big, and it has never produced this many figs before. But the owners had cut all of its branches off before we moved in, and it was injured. I think that's why it's suddenly taking off, and it's huge, and it's got, I mean, there's hundreds of figs on it this year. We can't even get to them all because they're so up high, you know. Anyway, he injured the pear tree this year, and we're not going to get any pears. Last year we had so many pears. Um, but there were so many pears, it brought down one of the old gnarly branches, like it peeled off the tree because there were thousands of them. And so he cut all the lower branches off, all the gnarly old branches. Those are supposed to stay there. You cut the top off, right? You ever pruned a tree? So we're not having pears now. It's probably going to take years to recover. All right, so I'm going to get with it.
A
I could.
desert a desert king fig thrives in Seattle
Oh, really? I wonder if this is a desert king.
because they stay green.
These don't get very big though. I mean,
Right.
yeah. The biggest they might get is, something like that. Maybe. That's a special one.
Says it's very common, so who knows? Very
Huh.
common in that area, so
Interesting.
that could be what it is. Desert king.
So let me see which ones we want to use here.
Minkus says she has one in the garden.
Oh,
I envy you guys. I love figs.
okay. So on this one,
All I've got are weeds.
Minka, hello. Are you from Seattle? And because I'm in Washington. So this one I want to do all different. And I don't have to do this design, I mean, or this layout. I liked the way it came out with them all lined up. And notice I have a little flatter area on the bottom. I hope the marker does not transfer. I changed my mind when I was in the middle of that one. And I did save the little pieces for the center in case I wanted to mask something out for that, but they're all over here. I mean, I could come back in and use that on top also.
Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, I might do it afterwards.
Afterwards, yeah.
Or let's stamp it again. Let's use
She's in the Netherlands.
smaller one. Oh, okay. Get some different colors in there. My purple's dried out here. Let's get a red. Let's see if I have one. I don't have all my paints down here either, guys. I have like just a small collection. A little bit of this and that, I took up most of my homemade paints and brought down my my hyphos for this tonight.
Yep. There you go.
Ah, no. Okay. I'm just trying to fill up the whole thing. I don't have to, but oh, that's right. We're doing crazy colors this time, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's
what
that
crazy
one.
color should we use, guys? Should I use?
Orange.
I need metallics, but okay, orange. Let me see what I got.
Yep,
I have
orange.
yellow and red in the high flow if I need to, but orange, orange, orange. Uh, light red.
Lexi says, "Bring on the flamboyant figs."
Yes. How about like purple and
Let's
red?
get
We
let's
do our
get some
purple now.
good gypsy colors.
I'm gonna take away this color now. Now that I remembered we're doing crazy, I don't want that color. What color should that be? We can't do metallic yet, but we will do metallics to pick up the crazing. So should I? Needs to be a dark color. Let's see. I've got some crazy blues and purples. Well, I want to make the fig purple, huh? Looking to see what colors I have down here. How about green?
But it is green, so that's not flamboyant.
Well, I mean, so we'll do orange, this orangey red in the center right here.
Hmm.
Should I mix a little yellow in it to make it more orange? I can.
Liz says dark red.
Well, that's what I just had down there that I took away. Wait. Okay, let me show you my high flow because I want the colors that are going to be crazing.
Penny
So
says neon pink.
I have quinacridone red here. I have red light. Oh, these are both red light. They are the same, right? Um, and
Are
I
they opaque or
have
transparent?
these are the ones that craze. These are the ones that we want that craze.
Use one
And
of
this
those.
this is a magenta, quinacridone
Mm.
magenta. That's as pink as I get, guys. Have you seen me?
How about the light red in the heart
Okay.
and the magenta in the streaks fig, where you see the indents? So the
Okay.
fig magenta in that one, yeah, the far right, yes, and the middle one,
Why don't I do each of these? Let's see how different they are. Let's
okay,
work our way up to the colors.
way
So it
to
would go
go,
like this, and this.
way to go.
That's a challenge, right? I'm going to shake that. And we don't want to get too much on there because it'll bleed under. Make sure they're good and down. Okay. So this is our Warhol-esque. I should have brought more paintbrushes because I've got them in my water over here. I had an
And
explosion.
you already know what you're gonna pull with, right?
Oh, I'll be putting some copper on it, but I
Yes.
don't know about the copper will be the in between, or the metallics will be the in between
Mm-hmm.
layer to show this crazing part. I want more,
Yes.
more,
Look at that.
more. So the seeds are directional. If I do this right, I could get the seeds to maybe because you can get your streaks whatever way you do your brush. So maybe they'll craze in that direction.
Okay, Gail, she has to go.
Oh, okay. It was good to
Thank.
have you.
Yeah, we're
Thanks
so
for
glad
being
you were
here.
here, Gail. Take care.
Yeah, have a magical week. We'll see you later. Or oh, we're going fishing tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to make it in the morning because I'll be getting ready.
Oh, and if Mariah's, oh yeah, Mariah, if you're still here, Fran has family visiting, impromptu visit from her daughters, so she probably won't be at the stream tomorrow. I'll be there. I'll
I will
handle
be there
Lurkers
for
Lounge
us.
again. Yeah, I'll be
Yeah.
there.
I
Um,
feel terrible because I try not to ever miss a Sunday.
I'll manage Lurkers Lounge. Well, I'll keep an eye on everything because Mo doesn't usually um make it to the Sunday streams. Hi, Deb C.
Hey, Deb. How you doing?
That's an excellent idea, Sharon. If you could do that, leave your
What?
Leave your laptop on with them up and running
What are you talking about? What?
while you go fishing.
Oh, yeah, I like to give him the views, so I might put it on for my dog. So I would put it on my TV when we leave.
Hmm.
Because oh no, he's going with us tomorrow. I can still do that. I could put it on the Roku.
Just make sure you set the setting if it matters to you. Put your YouTube setting at so it doesn't autoplay the next.
I
I have to turn
don't
that
think it
off.
matters. That
Well,
would get more
it'll
views.
just keep going to the next video then. But
It goes
yeah,
to their videos. Because if I leave the room, I'll come back and a new episode will be on because I
well there you go. Then it doesn't
went to the
matter.
laundry room or whatever, and I didn't realize it was almost over.
Look at that first one. Where did it all go?
What?
The heart one. Where'd it go?
Oh, it just disappears. But when I put the other color over it, the metallic, that's going to show up on top of the metallic. So
Mm-hmm.
hopefully it is a little bit more transparent. But the colors I have that are transparent down here are the graphite, the ones I made that I only brought down in greens and yellows. I have a few of the dragonfly gray, the few of the color shift. Maybe I'll use some of those for my metallics.
I was gonna say
But I
you
have
did
4 of
say you
those.
had some you mixed. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and then I have regular paint, a few colors. I'm just drying off all these brushes because I'm going to need them again here in a minute.
Have you tried the color shift, the ones you made? Have you tried them on anything yet?
Um, Over stuff, like with a paintbrush.
Uh-huh.
That's it so far. Seems like I always have other projects going on. So, but I've used them to seal things, like as a last layer. Okay, we have clean brushes again. All right then. I can put those in my brush cup. I'm a little slow tonight. I don't usually work this slow. I usually work in a frenzy, don't I?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
See, like me, like Russ said, I
Very
should have had the
unusual.
triple shot of coffee today. I only had the double shot of coffee.
So I don't know if this is dry yet. Oh, yep. They dry pretty fast. I just don't want to move it around. So I'm going to go in with, actually, let's do this one. Should we do the pewter or it's mushroom and tarnish color shift.
It's your flamboyant. You choose. Either one of
Well,
those would be good.
I haven't, I hope it shows up. I haven't used this yet, this color. Let's grab one of those brushes. And I want something that's going to get as much paint on there at once as possible because I really don't want it to, boy, it's gotten thicker. I really don't want it to move around what I have here. So, it's moving it. Darn it.
So don't brush. Dauber. Oh, it did
It's
move
going to
it.
be
Look at
thick,
that.
thick, thick,
Yeah.
thick. Well, it didn't move all of it. But I'm going to have some streaks. It's just that the paint got thicker.
Yep.
So there's that one. Okay, we're going to get
Deb
the other plate
C.
out now.
Deb C says today's collab videos are incredible. See, I haven't watched them
Aw.
yet. You know what? I'm not going to wait till tomorrow. We get done here. I'm going to go chill out and find a corner and watch on my laptop.
I got through half of them. I'm excited to get to the second half. I was going to take those off, but I can't. I need the shapes around
Yep, to hold it.
because they're not stencils; they're masks.
So the other one should be ready.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's see.
It didn't work, did it?
A little bit. Um, there's still some wet glue on there that I need to wipe off.
Yeah, it took the middle of that heart right out.
It did. But you know
Darn it.
what? I didn't use enough contrast on this one. So um I might go in with like a marker or a paintbrush.
Mm-hmm.
Either way.
Bring it up. Bring it up closer to your top.
And that was the
Yep.
first time using those stencils, so I wasn't sure what I was gonna
Not
get.
not closer that way. I meant forward. But yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't like it as much. Meh. I'm not excited.
It's just not done yet. That's all.
That's right. This one, however, love, but look, that one's not done.
I love that one.
I love my first one. Okay, let's see here. I want to get that glue off of there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about the grunge, but let's grunge it up. Okay, and for this one, let's do. Oh, there was one other thing I did. If you don't have stencil stuff, you could always use foam, and those were easy to cut. It was so hard to cut the stencil film, by the way. It was so hard. It's really thick and it didn't want to go through.
You know
Um,
what? I know. You know what I figured out?
what?
It would have been easier to learn how to use your Cricut.
Yeah, I know. How to, but I don't know how to design things on my Cricut workspace, the whatever it's called. I just don't know how
Yeah.
to. I just didn't want to take the time to learn. So
Yeah.
we do what we do. Let's use some leaves now.
Oh yeah.
So let's get some paint down first. See what we can do with these leaves. I've not done a lot of the nature on the plate, so like I see other people using leaves, and I'll stamp the things probably too. Did I explain how I made these with the glue? Because I know I
Uh-huh.
told you, Violet. Did I tell them?
Yes, you did.
Okay, just making sure.
Yep.
All right. So let's see. I want the image under. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to put these down first because I want it under. Okay.
Oh, I hear him.
Yeah, it's his. He's doing something with his drone. Aren't they pretty? They're such pretty leaves. So this one I'm going to try to get some tissue pulls so I have some stuff to play with.
I thought they were maple leaves. They're or oak leaves actually, but they're
Yeah,
just big
just
fig
big
leaves,
leaves. Mm-hmm.
big and
They're
little.
really cool.
Very veiny, nice.
They are. They have a lot of like the babies especially have some really cool stuff happening. Okay, so color. I'm gonna go crazy here and use this color. I think it's kind of a periwinkle. It's light blue violet.
Oh, there you go. Well, Lexi said, I think bumping the contrast up is a good plan.
All right.
With the figs, Evie, she says, I'm a northerner, so I'm not familiar with them at all. I think you mean
Ah,
the figs. Um, I'm a northerner too at the moment. I'm depends on how far north you're talking. Oh, um,
I might have to put paint down
I
first.
was gonna say maybe you
Might have
should
to
have done a
paint
thin
on the leaf
layer
first. Yeah, that's okay. It's not too late.
and then do a pull. Ohio. I'm in southeast central Wisconsin. So by latitude I'm more north than you.
Nah, 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 nah.
No, it's not something you no, when the snow flies, you don't do na na na.
That's what it sounded like.
No, no, no,
I'm more
no. I
north than
wasn't.
you.
I was just stating a fact. I wasn't bragging. 'Cause no, no. I've got pictures of him with the snow. We don't have a snow shovel. We have a snow blower.
Yeah, I'm
So
giving you a hard time. That was funny.
yeah. Like, nope, 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 nope. I'll tell you what, we've been here. This is the longest we've lived anywhere. We've been here over 7 years, and we moved
Ah!
here. Did it do it again?
Yeah.
I'm on YouTube, so I'm there's a lag. Um,
I have to be
yeah, so
careful. I
now I
can't
can
like
see.
go crazy like I do.
We moved here from South Carolina down. We live down by Charleston, so big change.
I bet
Oh
because
yeah,
you got that heat.
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So oh well, there's still gloppy paint over here. I want to get some tissue on this. I should have done two colors. So I got this tissue. I can't believe this is called the exhaustive concordance. Anyway, I mean, like if you're going to write a book, why call it exhaustive? Like we're going to exhaust this subject. I thought it was funny.
That's what you're calling tissue paper?
Yep, it is tissue paper.
It's
It
very
is
thin. It
really
yes,
thin.
yep. Oh, that did nice. That's a nice pull, like a brayer off.
Uh huh. Well, it's just a ghost print um to get that off of there
Yep.
because I'm going to have leaves underneath. So this will give me something to collage with or play on or do more to. But look
Yeah.
what happened
Look at
here.
the look at
Those
the veins.
yeah,
Very
those are the
cool.
ones that rolled. So they got paint on the underside.
Hmm.
Let's try to roll some more paint out over it now. Let's go with this weird color.
Well, we had up to 100 a few days that were in the 90s and like 104 or 102 or something like that here this year, Evie. So it didn't matter if it was North Carolina or central Wisconsin. It was just freaking hot and humid.
I think it's been hot everywhere except for here. We have not had a really hot summer here.
We
Have we,
have.
Margalo?
Um,
He's my neighbor.
Penny says that means that it has every single word in the Bible.
Yeah, yeah, it does. Well, and it's really thick. And it was old, has a cool leather cover. I don't know if it's sacrilege. I'm sorry if anybody feels that way. Um, it was old and no one wanted it. So I saved it. That's how I see it, at least.
Hmm.
Oh, it just keeps moving around. Trying to get two colors on here. I have to
And
go
I
with the leaf, I guess, huh?
and I like both colors too.
And then it's got that purple. Okay, I'm done. It's got the purple too.
Oh, but look at the mark. Oh,
Yeah.
look at the
Let's see.
marks.
I think some places we got paint underneath, and I'm mad. And this is all I brought in, and the cat ate the others. So,
There's a mosquito in my room.
oh, not that
That's the second one.
in your room,
Yeah,
girl. That's a scary thought. I would be in bed at night going, oh, I'm gonna get bit. They
that's
love me.
that's usually how I catch them as I lay in bed with my Kindle reading or my laptop reading, and that's the only light. Look at that.
Oh,
Oh,
it's amazing. You can see every piece of texture on there. So many pretty leaves. I wonder if I can get that to stamp. I'm gonna try it. If I don't have enough room, there's not enough room here. I'm gonna lay that down. I'm gonna put another piece of paper on top of it. Sorry, you were saying? I was excited.
I don't know. I was excited
High
too. What was I
excitement.
saying? What was I saying? I wanna see
Oh,
what you've got.
mosquitoes.
Oh,
Mosquitoes.
mosquitoes. Oh, they fly right in front of my face between my nose and the screen, and that's how I catch them.
Oh my goodness, you guys.
I wanna see.
Oh my goodness. Can you see all those colors?
Yep, and I could see the veins. That is so cool. You need to go leaf picking.
Yeah. Look at this from the top. Oh, yeah. They're just so hard to work with on the plate because you saw what happened. They were rolling all over the place, and I wonder if I can get any paint off of these guys now.
So, Liz says I found pressing the leaf into the paint and lifting works well.
That's what I was trying to do there, and it was
Yeah.
still rolling off because they're delicate, they're long. Um, it's not easy. It's not easy being cheesy. I was asking Violet earlier, have you ever had an emotional connection to your coffee pot? I've been on a diet, and I can't drink coffee. I'm not supposed to, at least. And I'm having 1 cup in the morning, and as soon as that 4 hour window comes in where I'm allowed to eat, I cannot wait to have a cup of coffee. Um, I actually I had rescheduled it an hour earlier and didn't eat an hour earlier last night so that I wasn't hungry and grumpy while we were here today.
Niecy has to go. Husband wants to go out for dinner. Oh, go have dinner out.
Yeah, have fun.
Absolutely.
Have a good date.
Yeah, have a nice date. Date
Oh, they're
night.
sticking and breaking, and oh, I'm gonna need more of these leaves. That's all there is to it.
So you were boohooing because you packed your coffee maker away and you felt guilty for.
Yeah, I will. I was thinking more like I have a relationship with this coffee pot,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and it was the one from our wedding because our other one had broke, and so we got out one of the big ones that make like 24 cups, and they're metal, and they're made for like the Eagles Lodge or whatever, or for parties. They're burnt orange from the 70s, and we had that at our wedding, and I was lucky to have it because last Christmas our coffee pot went out. So for this last almost a year now, we've been using that other one, the one from the wedding, and we got a new coffee pot, and I had to have a conversation with my coffee pot because we have a relationship. See,
I'm like,
we
should
really do.
should we ask Bill if you've been less affectionate lately?
Or if he's jealous of the coffee pot.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
that.
cool. That's cool. Really cool. Now I could take some of these figs and just paint them on there that way. Um, okay. So where are we here?
So Penny says when they wilt, they get sticky.
Yeah, they are sticky. Really. Well, fig leaves are sticky anyway. They're very sticky. Okay, I'm gonna pick this up with, what do we have on here? We have purple, we have blue, and we have turquoise. So because some crazing happened, not a lot. I mean, that wasn't the goal this time. I still have some leaf on there, I think. Oh, well, now I have some bald spots. I'm going to use the copper. So anything that's not covered, the copper comes through and it'll be all like
Mm-hmm.
grungy. Trying to get away from that glare. Okay. I'm pretty sure it's dry. Oh, this is a mess. I got stuff everywhere. Uh-oh, it's coming up. More paint. Why? Why?
Look at it pull up. Why?
It's pulling up my, I don't know. Okay, no matter. Maybe it needs to dry longer. Usually it just mixes. I'm going to leave it and we're going to go back to the other one.
Okay.
We're
The
gonna let it
brayer
dry.
seems like it's pulling it up.
Yeah. I don't know why. Okay, now we're gonna go with. Let's see. We did crazy colors. We've got pewter and we've got reds. I think we could
Mhm.
use some more red. Maybe I'll do that at the top and the bottom with a regular red that's not gonna, or something reddish. I've got
Well, you did say green.
purple. Purple. We wanted purple, right? Did I say green?
You did, and I'm like,
Turquoise?
well, that didn't sound flamboyant, but now with the colors you have down there, it might be.
Let's do turquoise then, like a stripe through the middle. Does that sound good?
Okay.
Okay.
And a metallic, maybe?
I
No?
don't have one of those down here. Bum, bum, bum. We could do a dragonfly, but I'll have to put another color over it after it dries.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do this one. You see that?
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
it is sheer, so we'll see. We shall,
Okay.
we shall, we shall see. We
That's
shall
definite
see.
contrast.
We shall see. Well, we've got the pewter in the middle there. We just don't know how much of that's going to show, or if I need to maybe cut my lines bigger on those ones, in the insides, like bolder.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, I want to cover the whole thing here. We're going in thirds. I have so much paint left over here. So this one, when you tilt it, it changes colors. So it'll be green or blue.
It looks sparkly.
It is. It's the color shift.
Dragonfly, dragonfly
Yeah.
green, which I have some now, so But yes,
Mine-
it works best when it's over a darker color.
Yeah. So that's why we're going to have to cover the whole thing when
Mhm.
we're, yeah.
Or even if you used black cardstock, black paper.
I don't have any of that down here, but I do have a really dark purple. Are we going to lose our figs if I do the dark purple? Because I have these ones. I have dioxazine purple.
I have a feeling you will.
I have Prisma Violet. I probably have some purple. I have only used the high flow. I sat down and did like a week of gel printing with it.
I think
I think it works
like that
for.
other pool you had that you lost the figs most of the figs. I think the purple's not going to go. Mm-mm.
How
Mm-mm.
about looking at the colors I have down here? I have a cream color we haven't used. We don't want something as dark, huh? Let's see what we got going on here.
Yellow?
Yellow might be nice. Yellow would show. That's a great idea. Or either this one, or we go back to that weird purple I just used.
Mm-mm.
This purple.
Well, no, that purple might not be too bad.
Yeah,
That's like a lilac.
it's a periwinkle. I don't know what I
Mm-hmm.
did with it. Where in the heck is it? Okay. Do you see it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it fell on the floor. That's why. I didn't hear it. Did you hear it?
What was that green blue that you just used? You mean the Evie? You mean the one that she's got in the middle right there? That's a dragonfly glaze
That I
um,
made.
that she
I actually
made.
did a video, and it's like a 5-minute video about how I made it. I was so excited, and I swatched them out. But it's made with the pigment powder.
Powder, yes.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and I have a whole set of them. Okay, so we've got this, or we've got the yellow that I've lost again. Okay, so you shall choose.
Oh, now either one, I think. Ooh.
We could do half and half.
Sure. Bottom, dark with the periwinkle on the bottom, the yellow
Right.
at the top.
Right.
Hey,
Okay.
that sounds good.
Yeah, always do your dark stuff on the bottom
Yep,
because,
I remember.
yeah, let's see how that's still wet. All right, give it a minute.
Yep, we don't want to move that glaze.
I'm going to have to get more plates. It's dry.
Yeah, you really should.
Okay. So we used on here the purple for the leaves. Ooh, the blue, the turquoise, and the copper. Should I just go back in with the copper and
Copper,
finish?
yeah, stick with the copper. That was what you were going to pull it with.
Yeah. This is where I need like one of those giant brayers. So I could just do one or two swoops.
Right? I love
Mhm.
peas.
I have a giant scraper from Speedball for screen printing. I'm not going to overwork this. I'm just going to try to cover some of those holes up and get it wet enough to pull.
Well, there's another trick when you're brayering too, is when you put your paint down, you don't want to attack it with a dry brayer. So you take your brayer and you run it through the paint, rub it in there, and get your brayer wet. Maybe if you don't,
So on the side,
well, you can do it on the side if you think that works better for you, but do it on the side so that your brayer is wet already with paint and then come at it. Um,
it helped a little.
if the paint that's down there is wet or ready to be pulled up, then it won't stick to your dry brayer and pull up.
We'll see how much we lost here. Come on.
Yeah, you're.
It's because it's so thick.
Mm.
That's what I think is happening. Okay. So now I'm going to use this music paper that I brought down. So if any of that uh, texture is showing through from the pulp that peeled up, the music will show through. Possibly a magical word, like that
Ooh.
chooses itself. I hope it's a nice word.
Evie, you'll try to find what? The dragonfly glaze
Oh, the video.
video.
It is, and I just, it was really quick. Somebody gave me the dragonfly glaze, and I really, I wondered if I would ever use it, and then I saw PM using it
Yep.
uh, all of a sudden, and when they got it, they were using the glaze, so I made some, and because these were the powders. I think they were from Let's Resin.
I will. I'll look for the.
Oh, oh, you guys, it's look here.
Oh, leave it down there longer. Leave that paper on there and
It's
set it
not because
aside.
it's wet. It's like stringy. Well, maybe it's sticky because the paint is really thick. Yeah, you can see that the paper's wet. It's wrinkling. Really want to see it. I can't. So let's talk for a minute. What time is it, Violet?
It is. You've been on a little over an hour and a half. I'm
Okay.
looking. What do you remember how far back it was that you made that glaze? What should I be
Um,
looking
it was
for?
a while ago. So,
It's not in the title.
um,
See, there's your first mistake. Ha ha ha.
well, normally I would do that, but I'm wondering, did I just post it on PM on
I'm
their on the group?
right. I'm not. All
It's a
right.
5 minute video. I mean, I used gel medium, and I also talked about the high flow liquid for paint pouring. because they had it at the Dollar Tree and I just thought I would try it. And it actually, I think I used that in some of them just to see how they worked. Because it's for paint pouring. It's a
All right,
liquid
here you
acrylic
go. I
basically.
have the link.
Oh, you do? You're
Uh-huh.
so good.
Hmm. I'm going to post it for Evie. I hope this works for you, Evie. There you
And
go.
you have to put a lot of the pigment in. I mean, don't start with a little, work your way up. Um, it's fun. Okay, let's see how we can jazz this up on the bottom layers here.
So try that link, Evie, and to see the short video that and her explanation.
I just have to do something with my hands while we're sitting here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's cool.
I can't help it.
That's all right. That's cool.
And this area is dry, so actually, I can't see the top, so I wanted to make sure.
Yeah, you can't get your head
I
there
don't,
though.
yeah, I don't really want to make them even. That's the problem because if you're making something even and in twos and even numbers, you want to make sure it's really even or it's going to stand out if you're a little off. And that's why I really don't want to, I didn't want to make it even because see now these are closer together than that. It stands out. There's an edge here. I
Uh-huh.
mean, oh well on this, but you know, while I'm at it and I
Still
have
got
this
another layer
out,
to put on that. So
yeah, I do. And I probably should be letting these dry longer between layers. I did that with my first one because, I could. I was walking away from it. I was doing chores. So if you do multiple layers like this, just make sure they're dry all the way. And that could be why that peeled up.
oh, this goes all the way back to January.
Yeah, it's pretty old.
Yeah.
I was so excited that it worked. Okay. I gave that a border.
Very, very cool. There you go. See, it's not it'll come in handy that
It's cool tissue now. I need to
yeah.
clean that out, but I love this. I wish I could preserve that. Might have to dry it like that. See if it'll do it.
That's so cool.
Really is. All right. So they look like they clash, but after we put the copper on, they should be fine.
Mm-hmm. Got to dry.
Mm-hmm. Darn it.
Mm-hmm.
Darn it. Okay. I have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
See? Oh.
I hope it's ordering another gel plate.
Oh, I can't afford it right now. I wish I could. I do have a birthday coming up, so that's possible.
Oh, Evie says scan it.
Scan. Oh, the leaf. That's a great idea. I love it. And that's one that I can't wait to play with too. Maybe with you know what? You know what I have here? And then I can stamp some fig leaves on it too. I have
And
some.
who was it? Was it in I think it was in PM Artist Studio stream the other day was talking about instead of scanning because the scanner doesn't do justice to the colors. Instead of scanning, take a picture with your phone.
Oh yeah, yeah. when I heard that, I was thinking about hey, those paper dolls. Okay, so my step grandmother was a paper doll collector when she was little, and that was like her favorite, most prized possession, and her whole life she cataloged and pasted and well no I don't think she used any paste because they would come out She didn't even cut them all out. Some of them are still in their books, and they're from the 40s. I got them all because no one else in the family would have appreciated it. So I got them all. And I am amazed, actually. Amazed.
Very cool.
I am going to scan them and I want to turn them into digitals.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah. I just
Um,
haven't been back to the box because I haven't had a chance.
again, with something like that, if they're not black and white, taking a picture with your phone.
Uh-huh. I I'll have to send you some to see
Yes,
how they turn
please.
out for you.
Yeah.
I mean, they're so cool, you guys. There's everything from Blondie to all these princesses and brides and all their outfits. And it's a huge, maybe I'll get it. I mean, we do have some time right now, so hold on.
Sounds
But I
cool.
was going to do a video on it. This is a sneak peek, I guess.
Oh, and while she's doing that, Judy, I just want to say where you are is one of my favorite areas, and I'm thinking you're down near Sylvia. Is it Sylvia I'm thinking of, or Bryson? But
Where's that?
in North Carolina, and we've done the
Oh, sorry,
BRP.
guys.
We've done the oh wow, we've
There's a box too.
McDonald. Jeanette McDonald. Here I go. This is what whenever I hear her, see her,
Wash
know
my
her
hands.
name. This is what I do, Sharon. Please bear with me right now.
Go
I
ahead,
have
please.
if I don't do it, I'm gonna back up. I
What do
am
you
calling you. Oh, shouldn't do that.
what are you doing?
That's the song she sings.
Oh, I was all about old movies and anything I could get, anything I could find. So I might recognize it if I, you know, saw the title of the movie. What was the movie?
I don't remember the movie. I think it was in the 40s, and she falls in love with a Canadian Mountie, and they sing "I Am Calling You," and don't ask me to sing because I
Oh, um, oh gosh. Does anybody know what she's talking about?
mm,
I can't touch them with paint on my hands. Grandma would be appalled. I mean, they're mine now, but I'm gonna wash my hands. Just a sec. I can't get the paint off.
we're going way back. But anyway, Judy, I was saying we have traveled
I'm just gonna put gloves on.
BRP twice, and it's my favorite area. There's an echo. I think it was with Nelson Eddy.
Okay, I'm gonna put gloves on. I need cotton gloves for these. Seriously. Um, there's a box full of them too, and she didn't have those in the book yet. She has them all tucked in envelopes and categorized and written on. And I'm wondering if I should show you those because I did go through those. I was amazed. And what I'm saying is every single piece is in here. Like, there's no other little hat in the world because those got lost. They got thrown away. Every single piece. And then she cut out pieces from the boxes, and if she found things in magazines, she added them. All the accessories, everything, everything. There's the gloves. I bet there's not another pair of these in the world. There's probably no collection like this in the world.
Debs, who, Debsy, Indian love song. Exactly. Hold the phone. Hold the phone.
What is it?
It's called the Indian love song. Let's see.
Oh, what's the movie?
Hold on.
This pocket is too tight. I'll tell you.
That's terrible.
Flip that over. I'll never get them back in their pockets again. They're already torn. Oh, come on.
Well, it was
Okay.
From the 1936 movie Rosemary. Okay.
Okay. Okay. You know what?
Way
I
back.
didn't see that one.
Cecil Dion. Oh,
Look at all
wow.
these children. Um, I mean, they're all, she made all these little pockets for them.
You're going too fast.
Oh, I'm
Oh, oh,
sorry. I'm
oh, I
sorry.
want
There's
to see
one
them
she
all.
made. It's a whole set she made, and it's Harry and Mason, and she drew that. And there's children on both rows. I won't bother. Okay, let me just take out one of these here. I can't believe I have this on my paint table. And all of
Oh
her
my God.
accessories and her clothes. It looks like she's missing an arm, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if it is on the clothing, because sometimes, I mean, there's even a little boy here. Look at him. Isn't he cute?
These are adorable.
He looks like he has makeup on. Most of them are women. There's not, I mean, there's a set of children, but most of them are women. There's Renaissance. There's movies, a lot of movie stars, lots of movie stars. There's Goldie, and that came out of a magazine or something, or the newspaper. And she cut them out and cut out all their clothes like it was a thing they were offering. There is the double wedding set, and the whole set is here. And there are two brides, two grooms, all the grooms, all the wedding party. Here's the bridesmaid for her. All of their clothes are neatly wrapped in little tissue and in the pockets. I mean, she was obsessive about this. She wouldn't hardly let anybody touch them. And she knew that I loved them. This is the other bride. Isn't she beautiful?
Oh my God, they're gorgeous.
They really are. That's why I think I would only ever use them in a scan. I will never break up the collection, and use them. I can't do it. I've used copied images these before. I've gone over and actually borrowed the copier, and um, this is another bride from the double wedding. Look at her. They're
Yeah,
all
back when
40s.
yeah, back when women wore slips.
I wish she would have put the pocket differently though. And she's got them tucked in like they're in bed. Like they're all tucked in into their sheets. I don't want to get this in my paint.
Easy.
Um, I'm just gonna set her there for now.
Yeah, be careful. Oh, hello,
Anyway,
C.W. Brown Caroline.
the what?
Caroline, C.W. Brown Caroline. She
Oh,
says, I
hey, Caroline.
finally,
I have been missing you.
she
I
says,
almost
I've
sent you a
missed
message.
everyone.
Now, what's happening with you? Look at these girls tucked in their huge beds. They're huge paper dolls. And it's Gloria Jean 1 and 2. So, and all of her clothes are here. Look at her.
Gloria Jean, wasn't that,
Look at
uh,
She's some sort of movie star.
yeah, I'm trying, that wasn't, yeah,
It says popular motion picture starlet. And here's a younger version of her right here. So anyway, this is just so cool. And I'm enjoying going through all of these. These are 1809 and 1810 versions. Oh, here's the princess.
oh, Gloria Jean Schoonover was born 1926. Oh, she's a beauty.
These are the Renaissance, or this is the Edwardian. This is the Renaissance. And they have dates and names. I think they're just character names.
They are so cool.
I'm really enjoying this, and oh.
Is that not cool?
Look at her. I mean,
And these are not thin, flimsy paper.
some of them are, but most of them are like cardboard. They would have come in a box or a book that you would cut out.
Right.
Look at her.
I love
Wow.
these.
This is supposed to be 1566.
I would be I would have them I would be looking at them trying to recreate them, trying to draw them myself, to hand draw
I
them.
want I want really, really, some of them are damaged. There are a few of them that are damaged. Like she played with her a lot. Her arms are floppy, her head is floppy. She's
Oh.
the ice skating champion of the world, Sonia.
Sonia Henning.
Hmm. On the other side, we have a little girl and then some Gabby from Gulliver's. There's a whole set of Gulliver's Travels in here.
Holy cow.
Isn't this cool?
Very cool. You're
So you guys
very
got the
blessed.
sneak peek because there's another ice skater, Sonia Henny, once again. Oh, there's three of those. That's her too. Look at her outfit. No one else in the family would have appreciated this. So there's and the box. Oh, this. Every page. I'm like, oh my gosh. Check this out. I spilled my coffee and I didn't even know it. Check these out. These are the American Airlines stewardess wood doll. She's wood.
Oh my
She has all
gosh.
of her outfits and the packaging is there. Look how big she is. She's huge. And then there's these books haven't even been cut up, some of them. I can't believe American Airlines did this. There's a little princess over here, but she's delicate. So all these books are here, and it's where she like started to cut them out and didn't finish, like these girls. That looks like Judy Garland. It is,
More
and
like Hutton.
it's Anne Gwyn. I don't know what that says. She wrote on the back of them, and this is Helen Barish. Look how cute they are.
Look
Oh my
at those
goodness.
cutouts that she didn't even cut out.
And then these, they're all from the 1940s. Wartime. There's wartime stuff in here. There's soldiers. And then, yeah, all of those she didn't get. She didn't have time to do it all, and she was always working on it all of her life. It always sat in her bedroom. And she was working on it. She didn't even get these girls out. There's more books, some stuff from, oh, look at that. You see it?
Oh, I have found doll cutouts online, old doll cutouts online, but nothing like this.
Well, there's another box full too,
Holy
that
cow.
are in little tissue envelopes that have not. I mean, this is a big book,
Yeah.
but the box is tissue envelopes that she either made or found somewhere. They're like glassine. I'm gonna put this down, and then get the cat off the plate. You get off my gel plate. You, what are you doing? And I'll share the box in a video at another time. Um, I think that would be great. I also need to share her mother's journal from the 1940s or the 1920s. I'm sorry, and it's her senior year. It's her whole scrapbook that I have, which is really cool. Were you guys liking those? I'm sorry if it was a weird thing I went off on there. Love this collection. There's something about a person so enthusiastic about something. Well, I feel like she spent all of her life collecting those, and they were special to her. And I mean, for a reason, they were special to her. Somebody needs to love them still. But I get that way about strangers things too, though. Inanimate objects.
Yeah, but these, the history.
Yeah, yeah. And she loved them. I spilled my coffee and all that excitement. So we're gonna do this one last pull. Hopefully it's good. And we're gonna take those off. Hopefully this is not too thick and it's dry enough. So remember, what you're seeing is going to be a little different from the other side. Look what that did. Okay, I hope this doesn't peel up. So we decided we're going to pull with the yellow and the
yellow top and periwinkle bottom.
Okay. So I'm going to try to make sure that I have it on the plate over here, my paint, and have enough paint. That's kind of important, isn't it? Because I don't want it to pick it up.
Well, again, don't use a dry brayer when you.
It's wet. Yeah, that's why I'm doing it this way.
Yeah, I'm not. Yep, and then gentle.
It's just because I'm using so many layers, I think.
Probably.
Pretty sure that's it. And then we decided on which
periwinkle on the bottom, and
was
then
periwinkle. Okay.
Yep. And then you want to, if you were going to do more dragonfly in the middle, or you're just going to do the whole periwinkle thing?
Whole periwinkle.
Yep. Okay.
If I did more dragonfly, it would fill those in.
I would
use my outsides, which I might anyway, because that is the dragonfly glaze.
Yep.
So, okay, let's see here.
I don't know. Judy and Penny live in an area that I have been through and love. It was our dream for a long while there, to retire to south. I think he was looking at southeast Tennessee area. Not in the mountains, but in the foothills.
I'm going to have high hopes here.
Me too.
And I'm going to center it so it's got like a border on it. So if it does come out, it'll be an excellent pull, or I can fiddle with it until it is excellent. And then edges down.
Stroke that baby. Caress that baby.
I'm using my hands this time. And now I'm going to go to this.
Oh, Trish Coogan, hi.
Hey, Trish.
Evie wanted me to share with you that I made my first cluster for an ATC. You're in.
That's awesome.
You're one of us.
Did we find out what Carolyn's been doing? Where she's been at? I've been missing her.
No, we got off on the dolls, I think, and we got lost.
Okay. Oh, that's really cool that you made a cluster. This is really wet.
Really wet. Okay.
Really, really wet. I mean, we can look at it from this side, but it's not going to show what it's going to show on the other side because it's reverse painted. So that's all we're going to get to see from it.
That's all we're going to get to see.
But it's really wet.
You wanna leave it be, and
we're gonna leave it be, and then I'll share a photo later.
I was say after hours photo in Makers.
Yeah, and whether it's good or bad, we will definitely share a photo. I think the winner of the day was the non-expectant thing that happened here.
No, there's more than one winner. It'd be hard to choose.
Hold on, I'm getting it. Oh gosh, where did I put that? Oh, this one. This one is. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And it does look like cracked paint in there.
That is so cool. Well, and it's knowing that you used the figs
and did it in one pull.
Yeah.
So having that red heart there is kind of like the art where everything's one color and there'll be like a red dot, or it gives it that impact and that statement, but it's not really a heart. I did them very abstract, kind of organically. So I really like that. I would almost think I could put a little texture on this and feel like it's like, wow.
Yeah. That's definitely, just by itself it's good, but you could do more.
Yeah, I could add more to it. Maybe a signature. But yeah, pump it up the jam. What are you singing?
Ooh.
That's we haven't sang at all. No, you did. I
No,
haven't.
I,
That's unusual.
well, my husband would beg to differ. As in me singing? Is that what you call that?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I usually sing at least once. So you did it for me this time. That's
He was singing. I was playing Carly Simon today, and he was singing along with her. And I looked at him and I said, "You really shouldn't." He can't hit those high notes. Okay, message from Mariah. She says,
Oh,
"Well done. And by the way, P was super excited about these and your collab project."
oh, thank you. So this clearly I need to, work on a little and maybe get my other paints down here. But thank you so much. Thank you. Um, I think it's fun. Um, I appreciate you. I
And
appreciate every one of you for being here. And Violet,
oh, and
because you're
applause for you.
amazing.
Applause for your dolls. Wow. And I wanted to say, Sharon, keep at it, girl. Keep at it. It's fun. I love hearing that. Your first time. You're broken in now.
My first time for what?
Trish,
Oh,
Trish,
Trisha's cluster. Oh yeah, yeah.
yep.
You said Sharon, so I was like, what are you
Oh, did
talking?
I? Oh, Mariah says also you should rename this stream Gel Prince Go Figure. Oh,
Oh, I love it.
way to go.
Go figure.
Figure.
Well, I'll get some close-ups of this. You guys can see all that crazing that I'm sure you're missing in the lighting down here, because it does look like cracked paint. It's wonderful. um, and we will get those. Thank you so much for everybody that came. I hope you remembered a thumbs up. And if you're new, welcome. And we hope to see you again. I usually move a little faster. It's the diet.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
starving.
She's just a teeny little bit cranky deal. It's like when you quit smoking. Sometimes you're a little cranky, and it's okay.
And I
It,
haven't had enough coffee.
and
That's
yeah,
the
well,
thing.
it's okay. You're
Oh,
in
thank
and
you.
you're in a group that doesn't judge, and we all accept. So
Oh,
it's all
thank
right.
you. Well, you guys all have a great weekend. And Mariah, I may be there for the beginning in the morning, but we're supposed to be going fishing. So hopefully we'll have some good pictures tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank you all. Have a good evening.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, that's me.